Okay, so we have a new Jeep Rubicon, and this is one of the new ones with the type of rollback, automatic rollback roof. It's really cool. We're gonna do a prep on this, get it ready for coating. We're gonna be using the NV Car Care lineup. This is a lot of work because it's a lot of intricate little doodads. But we're gonna get this protected up and ready to roll for a daily. So stay tuned. All right, we're gonna start with some F-bomb, 4-to-1. All right, guys, and I'm gonna try to get this in here in the light. There's a lot of browning on these tires. I don't know if you can pick that up or not. But for browning, I like wheel and tire cleaner, A to Z from Eagle One. Now watch when I spray this. Now we'll check it. We do 2 coats and we let it sit. See if any more browning comes out. I don't see anything, so we're good. So even the spare tire, whatever's in the rubber compound is in all of the tires. Okay, now we've got all the wheels cleaned, tires cleaned, so we're gonna spray some Auto Finesse Aqua Coat, and this is their hydrophobic spray and rinse type of product. So you spray it on wet, and I'll let it sit for a little while. and then I'll rinse it off. Restart wash. We washed the wheels, the tires, we used F-bomb on everything, cleaned them up real good. Then we used some Eagle 1 A to Z to get the browning out of the tires. That works really well for the tires. Finally, we did a spray and rinse with the Auto Finesse product. So now they're protected. They got some protection on there for maybe a couple months, depending on how hot these things get. But you can always spray that on real easy during a wash and rinse it off and layer it on up. So now we're gonna foam up the car. We're gonna do a pre-foam. We're gonna be using the Restart Wash from Guyon again. And that has those iron decontamination particles. So we'll spray that on, let it foam, let it sit. Then we'll wash it, we'll rinse it off. We'll wash it with a hand wash with the same soap. We'll rinse that off. Then we'll do a clay bar on it. So that's our decontamination process at the moment. Now these Jeeps are a little bit of a pain in the butt. There's so much intricate little parts on there, and you got to remove the rear tire. Just a lot of extra work that you don't normally have to go through, but they are super cool and they just look fantastic. I really like this Jeep. So right now we're just letting the foam sit on there, do its thing. We're gonna rinse it off, foam it, and wash it one more time. By the way, I sprayed iron decontamination spray on the wheels, and there was no color change, so I didn't really put that in the video. We'll spray this Jeep as well and see if anything happens. And this time we are using a 2-bucket method, which means basically you're just scrubbing the mitts on the bottom of the dirt grit guard there. Get any of the dirt out of here as best as possible. Throw it back inside here and go about your car wash. With iron decon, and I don't think it has any iron on it, but we're gonna spray it anyway. I don't see any reaction going on, so no big deal, no need to film it. We're gonna go ahead and use the clay lube here. That's Auto Finesse with the Nanoskin fine grade clay sponge. Just gonna run it down while it's wet. for this one, we're going to use the F-bomb again, and we're going to spray it down the car, and we're going to wash it one more time and try to break down anything that's on it. Just make sure it's really clean. After cleaning it, sometimes the clay spray leaves a little bit of residue on there. Still have the restart wash in there from Guyon, so that's also helping. Alright, so I've got my deionizer system hooked up. I'm at the end of my first day of prepping this vehicle. We're just going to rinse it with the deionized water so it doesn't spot up, dry it down, and then we'll continue tomorrow. Alright guys, so it's the end of the first day. We've done the prep. We did the wheels, the tires, we got the browning out, we washed them, we scrubbed them, we sprayed iron on them. There was no change with the iron. We washed the vehicle, we used iron soap the whole way through. We clayed it, then we used F-bomb for some more residual residue removal, washed it some more. We sprayed it down with deionized water, we dried it, and then we blew dry it with the air compressor. So it looks fantastic. There are, I think, there's one mark over here that I saw, and one over here that I saw. They'll polish right out, and we're gonna get going on this vehicle pretty soon, like tomorrow. And let's see what happens. We're done for today. You guys have a good day. I'm gonna go watch some UFC, and we'll get going tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out.